Miracles Happen is the latest book written by past life regression therapist Dr. Brian Weiss, co-written with his daughter Amy, who's a social worker. It includes vivid stories of past life experiences compiled from hundreds of emails and letters sent to Dr. Weiss from people who attended his seminars. Included is Amy's own remarkable reincarnation story.
I had my first real regression experience when I was 25. I was diagnosed with cataracts, and some of the eye doctors told me I could lose my sight eventually. And I'm thinking, why would I lose my sight? Why do I have the eyes of an old man? So one day my father came to do a workshop at the hospital where I was working, and I decided I'll give it a try. I'll see if I can figure out the source of my cataracts. I had no expectations because regression therapy had never worked for me personally in the past. So I just went in thinking, maybe I'll have a good nap, I'll listen to my dad, I'll try it and see what happens. But I never actually thought it would work. So when I closed my eyes, he says, go back in time to when your symptoms first began. So immediately I saw myself in the body of an old man with long white hair living in the Middle Ages. So here I am in the 14 or 1500s living in a hut, and I was basically a hermit. I never interacted with other people. But these townspeople thought I was a wizard and that I was doing evil. So they came in with their torches and set fire to everything I owned, and the fire burned my eyes and it blinded me. I felt like my heart linked into this man's heart, and I could feel his pain, and so that man just sunk into a deep depression. So my father told us all to go to the end of that life and hear what the message of that life was. And the message I heard was sadness clouds the eyes. And for me that had a double meaning, not just that I had been carrying the cataracts and the literal blindedness from that past life, but I was also still seeing the world unclearly. I had been carrying that man's sadness in the present life too.
After her regression, Amy says, much to her and her father's surprise, doctors said the cataracts had disappeared.
There could be biological explanations for why my cataracts healed that I don't know of, sure. But it doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me is that they were gone and they healed. The experience that I had made my relationship with my father more meaningful because I could really understand now what his work was about, not just intellectually, but emotionally. And so I gained a new appreciation for how he's been helping so many people heal, just like he helped me heal.